thought I'd break up some of my PPD with some talk of superhero movies. 3 comic book-based movie trailers have been released over the past couple weeks, and all of them are highly anticipated. Which is why I feel very late to the show here, because all these trailers have been out for a while. Actually, most of them, I think all of them leaked, within a very short period of time, and I'm just now making the video, and I feel bad about that. Every time I came to make this video, just something got in the way, and I'm sorry for that. So let's go in chronological order. First, we got the Dark Knight Rises trailer, and it leaked. For a while, for a very long time, I was speculating that the Dark Knight Rises teaser trailer would play before Deathly Hallows Part 2, because yes, it's Warner Brothers, and it's the same time slot a year earlier that TDKR would open, so I'm like, they're definitely gonna put it there. That's gonna be awesome. Then it leaked, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna wait till theaters. It's gonna be more epic that way, and it was so epic. It's exactly how you'd expect a Christopher Nolan teaser trailer to be, because it is the perfect definition of a teaser. It doesn't show too much, doesn't let you really know what's going on about the story, or really too much yet. We know little things about the villains. That's about it. But this was actually way more than I expected, because in the last, for the Dark Knight teaser trailer we got back in 2007, it was just the bat symbol with voiceovers from Michael Caine and Christian Bale. That was a lot more audio-based one, and then we got the Inception trailer, back in 2009, and that was a much more visual trailer. We really just saw things. We really didn't get too much dialogue, or I think any in that initial trailer. So here it's actually kind of like the midway between. We don't get too much new footage. Most of it's clips from the first couple movies, and then we see Gary Oldman lying in the bed, and we get this voice. We get him talking. So yeah, they're just kind of talking about how the Batman must come back and all that stuff. So yeah, we really don't know what's going on, except for the fact that Bruce Wayne's kind of on this hiatus as Batman. He hasn't been around. He needs to come back because there's some new evil rising. Obviously we're going to assume this is Bane. I mean, it just looks really intense. It looks really awesome. Definitely get me pumped. For a teaser trailer, it's great for what it is. We see this one little shot of him. I think it looks like a jail cell, and I think we're supposed to assume that this is Bruce Wayne doing push-ups, but I don't know, because I know very little about the backstory of Bane, but I know he did grow up in some sort of prison, so maybe that's him. I don't know, I could be dead wrong there. We actually get to see Tom Hardy, so that was awesome. Just the trailer just is so cool. Really is just, the way they form into the Batman symbol, just so awesome. Next up, we have the amazing Spider-Man trailer, which also leaked. Another one, I really didn't have too much expectations going into watching this trailer. I'm one of the people who was pretty much against this reboot in its entirety. I love the original Spider-Man trilogy. Yes, it's got its flaws, but definitely did not need to be rebooted. And the trailer really doesn't change my opinion on it. It really makes me skeptical again with Andrew Garfield, the Spider-Man. He just doesn't look all too likable. The thing about Tobey Maguire, he was kind of annoying, a little geeky, very geeky, but he was still just a likable character that made him connect, relatable, and that's why I think that was such a success with Tobey Maguire. I don't feel that with Andrew Garfield. And it looks like it's trying to take a darker approach, which I'd be all for, but just because one superhero movie or a couple get very successful off of making a dark movie doesn't mean all of them have to do it. There's nothing wrong with making a lighthearted, good movie. Yes, the original Spider-Mans were a little goofy, but that's what I loved about them, because there was also such great emotional depth in there. There was still awesome action, even if it was a little cheesy at times. I think it's a love-hate trailer, because I know a lot of people actually really did like it. I just really despised it, especially because the part that almost everybody hated was that the first person, web shooting and jumping around the city. It just looked so fake, and I could, I'll be the millionth person to say that it was, it just looked like a video game. Just totally unnecessary. It feels so gimmicky and just really stupid, and not a good way to end a trailer that I was already skeptical about. And then I didn't talk about it in my Captain America review, but there was the Avengers trailer at the end of Captain America. That was its end credit. One of the coolest ones, because it's a trailer. It just totally gets me pumped out of my mind for the Avengers next year. This has been something that has built. This has been something that has been building and building, and I am just so psyched ever since back in 2008 at the end of Iron Man, and then we've got all these introduction movies to all these new heroes, and for the most part, they've all been really good, and the trailer just makes it look like they're putting them all together with class and dignity, and they are just really doing this justice, not Justice League. I mean, I love all these characters, and I just can't wait to see them all converse and do all this stuff. All these subtle little references and clues that we're getting, that all these worlds are connected through all these different movies, is just awesome, and I get this feel of the scope of the Marvel Universe, and I just cannot wait to see this movie. I mean, now it's pretty much confirmed that Loki is going to be the main villain, and I think they have such a better catalog of villains to choose from. I don't know why they chose this one. I felt like, you know, what's his... whatever, in Thor, he was a good villain for that movie, but I don't feel like he's a good villain for the Avengers movie. I feel like they should have done something better. I mean, I could be wrong. They could totally change it up, or they could, you know, make it a lot more immensely detailed than I'm thinking about it, but, you know, I think it worked in Thor, but I feel like you could have chose a better villain. That's my opinion. I'm not even, like, caring about the villain at this time. I just cannot wait to see all these heroes on screen at once. I hope it doesn't feel clustered. I hope it works. You know, they've been setting up this series for so long. I really hope it pays off, but this trailer, you know, gives me the inclination that this is going to be an amazingly epic movie, and I cannot wait for it. So there you have it, 2 awesome trailers, 1 not so good. All this stuff happening at once is just convergence of trailers, especially for all comic book movies, so I'll see you guys later.